Alright, y'all. I am back. I had a much needed week off. Well, really, just from the show, because there's a whole bunch of other things that needed attending to. The starts of updating websites, making a video grant, getting my studio somewhat organized. Also, before I forget, today starts early voting in Georgia, so go. Go get out and vote. I'll be voting either Wednesday or Thursday of this week. That's part of my plan. I checked my voter registration. I know who I'm going with and where I'm going, and I've researched the issues and the candidates. Voting is more than just for presidential elections because there are so many other candidates who affect us locally, from commissioners to boards to a whole host of other positions. And to learn more, tune in this Friday for Mass's political episode. We have on as guest Chris Katrakis. I hope I pronounced that right. Anyways, join us Friday at 5:30 p.m. I think it's important to recognize when one needs a break for one's mental health. There's nothing wrong with a strong work ethic and working hard, but as someone who burnt out during college because I was using the concept of being busy to run and distract from my problems, and then burnt out again in 2012 while in the midst of being a PA on a major movie and trying to take Meisner classes, all that taught me the importance of making choices, making smart and conscious choices instead of subconsciously trying to run from something and then having everything explode up on you. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, it is. All of that is to say, if you need a break, find a way to take one. You probably need a vacation. And the way this pandemic has been, no, it's hard to take vacations, but we still have ways to take breaks. Still, take a vacation from work. Literally schedule something, whether next week or a month from now or what have you. It's important to also schedule breaks so that you have something to look forward to, because life is more than just work. I say that as someone who runs 2 small businesses, so yeah, take breaks. Take lots of breaks. Well, take smart, strategic breaks. I know that I've been using being busy as a way to deal with the fact that the world's on fire, and I know also that I need to build in breaks into all my being busy to take a minute and process. And that is the thing about taking breaks, especially if you're creative, because sometimes you can't figure out why you can't be creative, whether it's acting, writing, music, what have you. Taking a break, it allows you to reset. And you'll find that if you do take a break, even if you're a mother, take a break, you can return with clarity. So it also seems like a lot has happened in the week that I left, but most importantly, 2 dates I want to comment on: National Coming Out Day and October 12th, which is today. I want to stress, the only person who it matters you come out to is yourself. I cannot stress this enough. Personally, I take issue with National Coming Out Day, but I also understand its importance of visibility for those who don't feel safe to come out. But I also don't want one feel compelled to come out if they are in an unsafe and unsupportive environment. I will always be a safe person to come out to and will hold your secret in confidence until you are ready to share your story. And no one has a right to share it but you. For me, coming out wasn't so much as making a public declaration, but as I told my therapist, when I came out in high school and when I came out as trans, it was more a feeling I knew in myself that I didn't care who knew. It wasn't so much coming out as so much it was declassifying a secret, if you will, because I'd made peace with myself. Perhaps that approach isn't for everyone, but for me, it was a mentally healthy option. It also meant that I wasn't on defense and feeling like I needed to defend my right to exist, but instead I was on offense and saying, if you don't like it, then you don't have to be around me. I don't actually know sports terms, but I do know tactical strategies, and it meant being in a place where no one is able to hold something over me because I'm not ashamed. And that is the biggest thing. While you're at this, taking a break kick, go ahead and read some Brene Brown on shame and letting go of shame, because shame is so incredibly toxic. Let go of shame and all of that good stuff. So, for those of us who are able to be visible, we are. And for those of us who are unable to come out, someone's calling, and it's really annoying. That's why I don't like phone calls. Tell me you're going to call. Schedule a time. Anyways, so for those of us who are able to be visible, we are. And for those of us who are unable to come out either due to a young age in an unsupportive environment or those who are not ready to come out, just work on letting go of the shame and the fear or what have you. And hopefully you'll work on that with a mental health professional, because Sometimes it takes a lot to unpack that, and you need at least one safe person in your life who you know you can trust and trust with your secrets. The other date to comment on is October 12th, today's date. Today, 22 years ago in 1998, Matthew Shepard died. He was found on October 6th in the Wyoming countryside by Aaron Kreifels. The events surrounding the tragedy of his death became an international case in the destructive power of hateful discrimination and was documented in the Laramie Project. If you've never seen this powerful production, I highly recommend it. And today is the last day that Proud Mary Theater is streaming this production that was taped documentary style. The story is powerful, and my castmates give incredible performances. I still cannot listen to Jim Heber give the final monologue by Matthew Shepard's father, describing the loss of his son without breaking down into tears. Go now to www.proudmarytheater.com and send them a suggested donation of $10 and see this amazing work. Well, that's all I really have for today. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be taping this, and I also finally watched the 6th season of Schitt's Creek, so let's talk about that tomorrow, shall we? And I've taped one interview with my new B-Cam, and I'm excited to tape more, so maybe we won't be talking about that tomorrow because I'll be sending y'all an interview because I also work tomorrow. But also, who wants to be interviewed? You get an interview, and you get an interview, and you get an interview. Yes, you do. All right. As always, keep bearing lights of being. I love you all, and until next time. I got the burps for whatever reason. I looked at myself a lot less this time, and I am glad to be back. Yes, I am. Alright. Love you all.